Hi, today I'm going to walk you through a great mobility program for your legs that can also be used as a perfect dynamic warm-up program. My name is Roxanne Meldrum and I'm a physical therapist with PT Health Academy. We start with a knee to chest move that you can progress, as you can see, to going up on the balls of your foot, which helps increase muscle activation and also add some balance work. From the side, I'm just trying to show you that it's really important that you keep that good curve in your low back with each pull forward. Next, we move on to a foot to butt move. And again, watching the curve in your back, making sure that you're not increasing it with this particular move. You don't have to grab your ankle if you don't want to. You just swing your foot back. That's fine. And again, progressing to pushing off to the ball of your foot for more activation and balance work. With this groin stretch, I like to use my hands in the front of my hips to really push and drive my hips backwards. And from the front, you can see that at the bottom of the move, my hip, knee, and ankle stay in line. From the side, you see my back stays flat. And again, I'm using my hands to literally push my hips back as far as I'm comfortable going to get that good stretch. And you can see that my knee is not traveling forward of my toes very far. So you really want to push the hips back, otherwise your knees will drive forward and that will hurt your kneecaps. This is my favorite mobility exercise. It's called a single leg deadlift. Your trunk, your body, your upper part of your body can only go forward as far as your leg can go up. So ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles stay in line throughout the entire exercise. Make sure too that you come all the way back up into standing. You can see that, especially since I don't have shoes on and I'm on a squishy carpet, there's obviously some balance work going on. As that back leg goes back behind you, be sure that your toes are pointing downwards and not letting that hip lift up, pointing your toes out to the side. Chin stays tucked again, so ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles stay in line the entire time. A progression of this move, you're going to get into that single leg deadlift position and then you're going to lift and lower the hip above and below. So here I'm standing on my left leg, so it's my right hip I'm trying to lift above and below my left hip, maintaining that ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle position. The foam roller was not enough stability, so I moved over to the chair that was a little bit more solid. Your stance leg, as you can see, stays unlocked. If you've never done this before, give it a try. It works really great on improving your hip mobility if you have stiff hips. Another great exercise is this one where you swing your foot back. Again, you don't have to grab your foot, you just swing your foot back and then tip to the side. Your stance knee is unlocked. And I'm also pushing my hips forward a little bit. Make sure that you're not overarching your low back, chest is open. And I'm swinging to the side as far as I can. You'll feel that in the stance hip as well as in the groin. You can see I have a lot more mobility on this side, which kind of shows you that while we are symmetrical from right to left, we are not identical. And that's okay. I'm going to follow up with some bodyweight squats, again, just to improve my hip mobility and get some muscle activation going. It's super easy for me to inadvertently round my upper back, so I like to add a little overhead reach right here. Again, to just really encourage my upper back to stay flat. I only squat down as far as I can maintain that good curve in my low back. If I go any further, my low back rounds, so I keep my squats in that safe range. I'm a big fan of foam rolling your upper back. I haven't met a person that doesn't have a stiff upper back, which really affects how your shoulders, your back, your hips, lots of areas in your body move. So rolling just to mid back and up to the base of my neck. I do not roll into the low back. That area is very susceptible to too much shear and load if you roll into the low back area. So please just keep it to those upper back regions that are stiff, partly because the rib cage is there, and you can really stretch that area using the foam roller. This is a side to side bend maneuver. So I pick kind of the tight spot in my upper back and then stop, and then side bend right to left to try to get that moving a little bit more. Now here I'm actually going to try to extend the tight parts of my back over the foam roller. Now notice the first thing I did though was lock in my low back into a nice posterior tilt. I do not want to arch through my low back. I'm trying to target the stretch to my upper back where I'm tight. So notice my eyeballs are facing towards the ceiling. Should you find that your eyeballs are facing towards the couch, you are letting your neck go too far. So I'm encouraging more extension in my upper back where I tend to be rounded. Then I'll follow up with a few extra body weight squats just to see if I feel a little looser after that. A little bit better. I certainly hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really does help my small business grow. Thank you. And if you're interested in more exercise videos for when you're stuck inside or working out more at home, please check out some of these other videos that you might find helpful. Thank you so much for listening.